Hey there folks, today I'm heading out to a survey line to do some pruning and some trimming. And inside that bag right there, I have two tiny tools that are going to help me get the job done. Let me introduce you to the Kress KG343 Pruning Saw and the Kress KG340 Pruning Shears, both of which sport brushless motors, 20 volts of awesomeness power, offer one-handed operation, and are extremely light. So let's crack open the boxes and take a closer look at these mini marvels. And here they are, the Kress KG343 20-volt pruning saw and the Kress KG340 20-volt pruning shears. Let's jump right in. And let's start with the pruning saw. Take a quick look at the box. So it's a brushless motor, 20-volt, 5-inch. That must be the 5-inch blade or chain. Over on this side, KG343 20 volts cordless pruning saw, and that seems to be it on the box. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Now this saw apparently has an automatic lubrication system built into it. I'll see what that looks like when I get it open. And it also has an easy adjust chain system, which I'll see what that looks like when we get inside. So we've got the charger. This is a tool plus battery. So we got the charger, and we have the tool, a little itty bitty looking thing. We have a 20-volt battery and some pamphlets. Before we take a closer look at the saw, let's take a look at this paperwork. Got a Kress brochure and 5-year limited warranty. We have another brochure here on the charger and battery, how to operate it. And then we have this particular one on the saw itself. We have a detailed image there and all the parts, some product safety, a little bit more product safety, how to cut down a tree. Okay, mounting the chain, mounting the saw chain. Well, it looks like the chain is already mounted to that, but it tells you here how to do it and how to tighten the chain. It speaks to lubrication of the chain, filling the oil tank. It talks about the battery, how to control the pruning saw, switching it on and off. Talks a little bit about kickback, a little bit more on use of the saw, saw maintenance, which is always good, including cleaning the bar, troubleshooting, technical data. Voltage, 20 volts, bar length, about 5 inches. I think it's a hair less than 5 inches, but it's close enough to 5. Chain speed, 32.8 feet per second or 10 meters per second. Chain pitch, 0.3 inches or 7.6 millimeters. Number of chain drive links, 28. Chain gauge, 0.043 or 1.1 millimeters. Adaptive chain type, that's the number. Adaptive bar type, that's the number. Machine weight, chain and bar included, bare tools, so that's without the battery. We're looking at 2.4 pounds. And the recommended battery is the KAB02, and that's the charger number right there. And I think that's about it. Now, let's take a look at the saw. Well, first off, this is extremely light. Now I'll weigh it in a moment to check to see how close it is to the claimed weight, but it is really light. We have a plastic scabbard that covers the chain, and it shows the chain direction. It's 5-inch, 12 centimeters Kress, a little tiny itty bitty chain right there. Pretty cute. Put that back on there. This here will give you access to the drive. all the drive, I guess, components in there, just in case you need to tighten your chain or, you know, clean your pruning saw after you use it. You unscrew that, you get access to everything in here. Put that back on. And okay, and lock it down. Lock is going that direction, unlock that way. We have a safety button here. That trigger will not press unless you press in on that safety trigger. We have a lower and a back hand protection, so that'll protect against branches and other stuff. And this handle is really comfortable. Battery snaps in here, and I'll do that in a moment. Over on this side, we have some images there, some information here on the KG343, and right here we have some information talking about how to oil the chain. Now you put the oil in here and you lock it. What does it say? To oil the bar chain, point the bar tip towards the ground with the saw off, raise the guard, cycle tool 5 to 7 seconds, repeat periodically. So you do something like that with oil into it, and you do this. That lubricates the chain. That's pretty interesting. And here's the battery. Inside some bubble wrap that wants to stick to my fingers. A 20 volt 2 amp hour battery pack, KB02, and I assume that just slides right in there, and I'll go plug that in and charge it. And bare tool weight, 1.11 kilograms. Tool with battery, 1.49 kilograms. Now let's take a look at the pruning shears, the KG340. This too has a brushless motor. It's 20 volts, 1 inch cutting diameter, or 25 millimeters. And over here on the back, KG340 20 volt cordless pruning shears. Let's grab a knife now and look inside the box. And this one as well is a tool plus battery. We have the information is up front. Got some cardboard. The actual pruning shears, that's pretty compact. And down here we have a 20 volt 2 amp hour battery. I think it's the same size as the KG343. And we have a charger. Let's take a quick look at the literature. We've got Kress 5-year limited warranty. We have another brochure on the battery charger and how that works. And we have this little brochure on the actual pruning shears, KG340. We start off with a diagram identifying all the different components, safety warnings, installing the battery, activating the product. We have unlocking the product, progressive cutting, changing the cutting size, storage mode and off switch, pruning tips, which is always great, and technical data, voltage 20 volt, maximum blade openings 15 millimeters and 25 millimeters, so it must be 2 different widths. Maximum cut capacity is 1 inch or 25 millimeters. Machine weight 1.6 pounds or 0.7 kilograms. And recommended battery is the KAB02. And that's it for this brochure. let's take a look at the tool. And this is the KG340. Let's start up at the business end. We've got two blades here. We have the fixed one and we have the movable one. And that's either titanium or titanium coated. And if memory serves, the maximum torque here is about, I think, 197 Newton meters of force here to cut branches of up to 1 inch. Move back down this way, we have a finger/hand protection guard so that when you're pulling the trigger, it'll, protect your hand there. But as you notice, the trigger doesn't pull unless you have the presence switch activated. So that's a little safety feature there. Moving back towards the back of the tool, it says brushless motor right there. You pop the battery onto the end right there. Over on this side, not much going on except it's saying that it's brushless. And there's an LED light up on top. Now, let's take a look at the battery. As mentioned earlier, 20 volt, 2 amp hour. It's the KAB02, which is the exact same battery that came with the pruning saw. Now, I didn't point this out when I was looking at the pruning saw battery, but it's actually an energy indicator here, power tester. Press on that and it tells you how much juice you have left in the battery. There's 5 LEDs. It comes from the factory with 2. And according to Kress, with this battery fully charged, you should get up to 2,500 cuts. That's a lot of cuts. And take a quick look at the charger. We have, I guess, an LED light there and 4 indicators. Solid green for the battery being charged. Flashing green for charging. Red solid for there's something wrong with the battery. And a flashing red, something to do with temperature. Tool only, 0.77 kilograms. Tool with battery, 1.16 kilograms. With both batteries charged and a full tank of oil in the pruning saw, let's go trimming. And that's a wrap for the unboxing of the Kress KG340 pruning shears and the KG343 pruning saw, where I unboxed them, talked about their specifications, and took them on a little adventure in the woods. Whether you're pruning or trimming, these compact tools do prove that great things do come in small packages. Thanks for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one.